Howdy folks, it's Mama B here. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet freehand. We're going to do the very most basic, and that is making a chain. So you start your hook over your yarn, give it a flip. You're going to get across with the tail hanging over the top of your longer yarn. You'll grab that longer yarn with the hook and hold on to the crisscross and pull that loop through. Then grab the tail and pull it tight and you have a slip knot. This is the basic for all your crochet, all your good crochet. You want a tail because you're going to tuck that in and that will help your crochet work to not fall apart. So you want a little longer tail. Then you'll hook this yarn. You'll hold your hook with the thumb on the flat part and your finger on the flat part, and your hook pointing towards yourself. Hook the yarn, twist, and pull it through the loop. There's your first single crochet. Do it again and again. And this is how you make a chain. So that you want to make sure that your yarn is in your hand properly, being held properly for proper tension. And that's pretty key. Then as you pull the loops through, you'll have control over whether or not the yarn slides through or if it's just going to pull tight, and you can have tighter loops or looser loops. You'll want to get these loops nice and even, and a lot of times I'll hold my finger on the loop and just give it a little tug if it's a little too loose. That's very helpful as well. From here on out, it just takes a lot of practice. Practice, practice, practice. That's what makes you better, and pretty soon you'll start to get a little more efficient and a little faster, and it won't take long at all. Look at that chain. That's how you do it. You can make this chain as long as you want or short as you want, depending on your project, and you want it to be the width of your hook, so you can just see the edges over either side. Now there's a couple of things you want to avoid. You don't want to make the loops too tight, and I'll show you here. You see how much tighter that is, and you can't see it over your hook. But the main reason you don't want to do it too tight is because then it's really hard to go back into your work to do your other stitches. So make sure that they're not too tight. Then you also don't want them to be too loose, because if they're too loose, then you get great big gaping holes and unevenness in your work. I'll show you real fast. See the big holes in there? And then when you go in to do your back work, it pulls big holes. And it just doesn't look even, just doesn't look nice. So you want to avoid those big holes. You just want to keep your work really even and make it nice and not too tight and not too loose. Well, that's pretty much it, folks. From here on out, it's just practice, practice, practice. You'll get faster and more creative, and you'll really just start having fun. But thank you so much for watching our videos. Thank you for sharing them with your friends, and have a fantastic day.